morning.
Good morning.
Our team has grown. We just got a puppy probably about 6 weeks ago, right?
Yep.
Out there. He's going to be a big boy. His name is Blue. He's a Frenchie, and he's now part of the Corcoran-Hall team.
Yeah.
He doesn't really talk back or anything, which is really nice, but...
He does have a hell of a bark.
He does have a hell of a bark, yes. But this is Blue. Anyways, we just wanted to say good morning. We wanted to touch base with you guys. We've got quite a few things to talk to you guys about, which is really what's happening in the real estate market in Coeur County. So it's been what's kind of nice about Idaho is Idaho has continued to grow. Numbers haven't really changed a whole lot, but they definitely have in some ways. More of a balanced market now, which we'll go into that. But really today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the projections of the next 6 to 12 months. Of course, these are not guarantees, but this is just what most people are projecting, excuse me, of what's going to happen in the next 6 to 12 months in the real estate market. So
yeah, I'm going to be talking about year over year trends and prices and things that have happened 2024 to 2025 and kind of go over market stats from last year to this year.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
I think people want to know what's going on in the market and see where Coeur County, Coeur d'Alene kind of stacks up.
What's happening? Yep. Absolutely. So
go
ahead.
We're also going to be going over. I've got a little bit of information on Boise versus Coeur d'Alene as well, just so people can look at what's happening in the Boise market versus what's happening in Coeur d'Alene too. Sure. So there's some differences.
Absolutely.
So I think that would be kind of a good one for us to go over and see. So
absolutely. I think a lot of people are either deciding when the buyers are coming here, they're either deciding on the Coeur d'Alene area, North Idaho, or Boise. Mm-hmm. Boise's growing like crazy. So we have family that lives in Boise and they're growing quite a bit. Yeah. And what's really cool is we're actually going next week or 2 weeks from now down to the Parade of Homes in Boise to see what is the new, the hot, the heavy that's happening there. It's definitely different from what they're building here, so we can't wait to share that with you too. So we'll jump in. Do you want to talk a little bit about the market and all that? Sorry, I have something in my eye.
So a couple of things. So as of August 2025 is the latest details that we have for data. The median home price is $546,782. Now that's actually up 3.8% from August 2024. So we're actually seeing trending up. We had that kind of decline at the end of 23 into 24. So now we're climbing back up out of that hole. And the end of 2024, the median prices, this is super interesting, was only $526,500. So that's quite a big change.
Oh yeah, it was $550 before, is that right?
It's $546,782 is today's median prices as of August 2025. So, what are you looking at? A $20,000 difference in price. So if you would have purchased last year versus this year, you still would have made money.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we also saw an increase in year-to-date sales. We're up 2.3% over last year.
Is that crazy? My numbers are the same too. We didn't do this together. We're doing our own research, and so we're both finding the same thing.
Yeah.
Very, very on point with what is happening in the market. I think a lot of people, what we're seeing quite a bit too with the market, it's really not a seller's market and it's really not a buyer's market. It's a negotiating opportunity market. So we're seeing a lot of negotiations happening, and I feel like every deal is different.
Yeah, the last several deals we've done have been very negotiation heavy.
Absolutely.
Very negotiation heavy. I mean, it gets from...
And hard to get to the finish line because people just change their minds.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Man.
Like we've had a few that have we get there and we're doing exactly, or asking what they want and finding the properties, maybe multiple properties because their inventory is up, where we were able to show 3 or 4 different homes, or maybe 6 to 10 to 12 different homes or properties. One thing too is that Chad has gotten really heavy into the commercial world. And so that has been, you can speak on that more, but that has been something that I have a couple stats regarding the commercial world as well and what's happening in Coeur County.
Yeah, I didn't dive into commercial stuff. I think I'm going to do a whole episode just on commercial in Coeur County.
I'll just touch a little bit.
So yeah, please do.
Yep. Just a little bit of stuff. So a little bit, like I said, it's a little bit more of a balanced market, not a seller's market, not a buyer's market. Coeur County, modest year-over-year price growth. So Chad went over the stats a little bit about the price growth. So median price, we had the same exactly. Inventory has also increased. So we've gone up in inventory by about 9%. So again, that's such a cool thing for buyers because you have more options and you have, if you don't get one house and maybe you just wait a week or two and there might be something else that comes on the market that might fit you. But your agent's going to show you too, this is a great value. This is a good neighborhood for resale value. As agents, as when we represent our buyers, we want to make sure that you're making money on this property. So we may talk you out of a property, and I've done it 100 times or more and said, this is a great, I know you love the kitchen and you love the backyard and you love all these things, but it's only a 2-bedroom and we want a 3-bedroom. So
or a split level versus a standard 2-story.
Right. Yep. And not to say that split levels or a 2-bedroom are a bad investment. We just want to look at the full picture all the way around to see if it's really the best investment for you.
Yep.
So that's one point. Inventory. So inventory is staying on the market anywhere between 90 and 100 days. So it was a couple weeks ago, 108 days. So that has come down just a little bit, just up to that 100. And really your property as a seller, you have to have your property perfect.
They're getting really nitpicky. Yes. The buyers are getting very nitpicky in what we call an RE10, it's an inspection contingency notice. And
so that's when a buyer's doing their inspection.
And then we go back and ask for repairs or a price reduction.
Yeah.
And very few of those have been coming back with very little repairs. I did have one that came back with we needed 2 done. But the previous several have came back with multiples. And now we're trying to justify getting all of that taken care of.
So he talks about a lot of that side of the buyer side. So on the selling side, when I'm going to listing appointments, I just had one property that's a beautiful property. They've been on the market before. I'm the second agent to take on the listing, and the house needs to be painted. It doesn't look fresh. It doesn't look perfect for that next buyer. It really is the presentation of the property, which before 2021, 2020, 22, 23, whatever, those years, you could put a property on the market.
It was sold in 2 days.
And sell it.
Sooner.
Now it's got to be like you're packed up. The counters are clean. Your paint looks good. Your furniture looks good. The windows are cleaned. The yard outside is clean. Spruced up, really spruced up. Just those things that, we all live in a home, whether you're renting, buying, whatever it may be. We all live in a home. And we know, like we've seen things in the house, like the trim on one corner, is beat up. Let's fix that because your buyers can be very particular, and you see that on the buying side too.
I've been seeing a lot more stage tones too,
yes.
Because there's a lot of people that have purchased new homes and they've closed on those homes, and their home is still sitting because the average day on market is 90 days. They put it on the market, maybe 100 days ago. It's still not sold. They've moved all their stuff out of the house. Now that house is empty, vacant. And people can't envision themselves living there because they don't know how to situate furniture. And so I've been seeing a lot more staging happening.
Absolutely. And there's 2 ways to go about it. You could do virtual staging if it's a big house and you might need a little bit of help on some of the rooms or maybe can't get a stager in time. But that is definitely an option. Yeah. And I've more pushed to the virtual staging, but now I'm kind of switching over to we probably need to get this house staged. Yeah. Especially if it's vacant. Or if you need a little bit of help on just making it look better than the rest. And that's really, the sellers are having to be more competitive
and proactive
to get their house ready to be on the market.
Yeah.
So, and we're coming up against right now is the interest rates are supposed to adjust again. So let's hope that they're better than the last adjustment and then get the market moving again. But the market's still really good. It's just a different market. Chad and I have been through a few different seasons of the market, and we have to adjust with the market as well and be able to just educate as much as we can.